1, 2, 3, and let's go. Hi. In my drawings, I tend to draw with my origin point set at the bottom left-hand corner of my... Let's start again. Hi. There seems to be a problem occurring, and it occurs when you are trying to set an origin that's well away from your main drawing. Now, in normal circumstances, I set my origin to be the bottom of the page. And when I do a file, if I do a viewport, and here I go back to my no border, and I do a little square around my little house that's sitting there, and I do view and create viewport, accept all of it and put it onto a new page, a new sheet, and for instance sake I'll save it as sheet layer 1, and it says the X and the Y for the origin of it, and press OK and press OK. The sheet is, and the page layout for the sheet is exactly where I expected to see it, and my viewport is now sitting quite nicely where I wanted it to be, and generally that works well for me. However, there are certain cases where I have to set my origin as being the UK origin. Now for northings and eastings, then that has to be like, I think it's 220 miles southwest of Cornwall, and so my northings and eastings are quite large for some of the areas that I'm working in, and I have to have this for my tree positioning or my building positioning. It has to be on a northing and easting set from this point southwest of Cornwall. When I do the same exercise and I do a viewport of a particular area of my building or map, then the viewport appears in space well away from the page outline on the sheet layer. And let's just go over to one I've already prepared. This is a cherry garden report, and no, I don't want to save it. You can see that this little viewport I've got of a particular area of the garden is well away from anything, and until Vectorworks decides how this should be done and give explicit instructions on it, there seems to be no way to control it. However, I have a little fix-it that works reasonably well every time I've tried it, and the simple one is go up to this little icon here, which is the fit to page area, and you'll get your page set up in the sheet that you're working on. And in 2008 and 9, or 2008 you have to hold it down and go to the move page, and in 2009 it will be 2010 it will be a separate icon. Click into the center of it and do nothing else. Don't click, and as you can see you can move it around. Go up to the fit to objects, and the object will come into place, which is your viewport, and if you do that, then you've moved the page area to the object that you particularly want to fit it onto, in this case a viewport, and I can then resize or do my viewport to suit. Now that works reasonably well for me every time I've tried it. I hope this little item is going to be addressed by Nemetschek, and until it does, if you're using an origin or a site origin that is well away from your site and you've got some rather large numbers, then the viewport's going to appear all sorts of places, and to be honest I just don't know how to control it. But I know how to fix it, and that little way seems to work